Hello, and welcome to my online versus traditional classroom presentation. My name is Madison Coletti, and I'm a student at Grand Canyon University. Within this presentation, I will explain the following for online and traditional classroom models. I will begin by comparing the two models, then discuss how the models apply to Noel's adult learning theory, and provide effective instructional strategies for these models. Here is a Venn diagram to represent the similarities and differences between traditional and online models for teaching. Traditional classrooms have specified hours for when students can work on assignments, which limits student access to content and resources. However, they offer face-to-face student interactions, which allows students to share and gather unique and similar perspectives. In contrast, students using online models have more flexibility for completing tasks in their learning, including where and when their learning occurs. They also have more access to different types of students to learn from and incorporate their perspectives into their understanding. Unfortunately, many online models lack face-to-face interactions. However, technological tools such as video chat or video recordings can substitute for these interactions. As you can see, both models can be set up where students control the pace of the classroom. For example, assignments being implemented into a week to be completed. Also, a combination of student-centered and instructor-centered discussions supported by a variety of content presentations. Traditional and online models have effective methods to present their instruction. Presented here is a chart with three different types of models. As you can see, the first one is blended learning. Blended learning is a combination of online and traditional learning, and it's most effective use in the classroom for student learning. It will enhance student understanding and reinforce and review using virtual labs, which apply knowledge to solve problems, develop meaningful connections, and reinforce concepts and skills. Case-based instruction is another extremely strong method to incorporate into online and traditional classrooms. These encourage collaboration where students are communicating with each other and trying to figure out a real-world case by applying their knowledge and come to a conclusion of shared understanding of the content. Malcolm Knowles' self-directed learning theory can be applied to traditional and online models. The goals for his learning theory include creating lifelong learners, giving students the freedom and flexibility in their learning process, and allowing them to actively contribute to their learning goals. The instructor in traditional and online classes will both guide students, will both provide case-based scenarios, and create manageable tasks for the students to achieve. The learner in traditional and online models should be able to identify their own gaps through self-evaluation and critically think and reflect on the knowledge that they are receiving and how that applies to themselves and the real world. This can be accomplished with various different deliveries. Facilitated learning, problem-based learning, and flipped classrooms can all be achieved using traditional and online models. Throughout the presentation, I described the class models, online and traditional, their similarities and differences. I applied Knowles' adult learning theory to the online models to show that both models can be supported by his beliefs. And finally, I did provide effective classroom instruction strategies, including blended learning, virtual labs, and case-based scenarios. As you can see at the bottom of each slide, I provide